Welcome, chat fighters.
Oh, I like peanut butter. What kind of funky club were you at last night?
Boobs are real. Her boobs sparkle. Her drinks are perfect.
I'm addicted to coffee, and I love to gamble. Gio, can you say patriarchy so we can drink?
I can't see it.
Go ahead, Joanna.
Hi, guys. Hello. Welcome to chat fight number 18. I think that's what it is.
Sure. I'm not sure what number it is.
Yeah,
18, barely legal.
Yes, 18, barely legal. We made it, people. Yeah, we got a little different setup tonight. We got Sharon and Brett.
Hello.
We're missing Gio. Gio's taking a night off. Gio, if you're watching us, we'll miss you.
Hi.
Hi, Gio.
We were just talking before the show how to revise the drinking game, and we really didn't come up with anything. Because we don't really want to leave the phrases that Gio says out, since we just don't want to leave it out. So I don't know if we can get us some help.
Well, if any of us happen to say male patriarchy, take a drink.
Any of us, yeah. I mean,
don't worry, I'll throw it in there when it's necessary. I know when I'm doing it.
It pretty much will all stay the same, right? Patriarchy was mansplaining. If Sharon says acting or drops an actor's name, finish your drink. If the cleavage appears in the screen.
No cleavage tonight.
Well, not me either. It's going to have to be Brett.
Brett, take your shirt off.
Already with the misogyny?
Yeah.
Oh, what am I, a piece of meat?
It's a good start, baby.
I am more than my body, ladies.
You more than a pretty face. God, he really did have me at hello. I can't help it, man. If I say Poland,
you complete us, Brett.
You are. You do. You complete us.
Put that heart on away.
What else? What else was there, you guys? Come on, help me out. Help me out.
Well, it used to be if Gonzo spoke from off camera, but now I am the pseudo Gonzo, and I am on camera.
Yeah, we gotta
on a regular,
drop that one.
So we might want to revise that one.
We have to drop that one. Yeah.
Well, if the bunny talks, but
how about if both of you disagree with me?
Oh, that's a
How's
good
that
one.
sound?
Sharon,
we both disagree with you. All right. Listen, how about this? How about we make it simple? Everybody just drink.
Yeah. Drink constantly through the entire show.
How about drink
at will? Not like anyone's drinking and driving, right? I mean,
how about drink at will?
Drink at will. If we talk, you drink. How about that?
That sounds good to me. So, guys, we almost went out tonight. We almost went out tonight, didn't we?
Yeah.
What's that noise? What is it?
I don't know. It sounded like a weed whacker.
Yeah.
My computer just said, shh. Is that it?
Yeah.
Probably.
Your computer's going.
Was doing bad things last night, too. But, guys, we almost went out tonight, right?
Yeah, we almost went to Mario's.
Everything's opening up, which I don't know, man.
Well, that's the new thing, right? This past week in Florida, except for Broward and Dade, everybody is reopening for business.
Yeah, phase one. How many phases are there?
All of them. About 20.
No, seriously.
I think seriously, there's 4 phases. They're doing phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, and phase 4. But they're going to see how phase 1 goes before they move to phase 2.
Welcome to the Syntron.
You know.
Mm-hmm. So the phase. I don't. You know what? I'm sorry. This thing is distracting me here.
What is it?
I was gonna say, what are you doing?
Why don't you just put the volume down?
Are you watching a whole nother show while you're doing this?
No, I'm sorry. It's. I apologize. I'm sorry.
She's watching the Facebook Live on her phone, but she.
Anyways, so okay, let's talk about phase 1. Okay, I'm good now.
Yeah. Well, phase 1 is what happened this past week. They allowed, restaurants, etc., to open up, which was cool. As you guys all saw, I did go to Mario's, which is where we were all going to meet tonight. And it was really amazing. It was really good for my spirit and my soul. We all went, the three of us. Where did we go? We went to the 19th hole.
19th hole, yeah.
You know, for Pam's.
That was
first stand-up comedy show back.
Yeah, wasn't it amazing? We had a great time that we did. And it was really, again, good for our soul, I think, collectively. I thought it was really good for our spirit. Not sure if it was good for our health. But
probably not.
Right? We'll see. We all had our masks on.
We'll see. We'll see in a week to 14 days.
But you know what? Honestly, I don't think, like, I was all hyped up about this going to Mario and stuff. Like, I'll go with the two of you. And, you know, but honestly, like, I am so not ready really to be out in public.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I know
I'm not ready to be in a big crowd, I'll tell you that.
It sounds really like crazy because I did go to 19th hole, but we were outside. We weren't clustered with people. Exactly. It just didn't feel so, you know what I mean? So dangerous.
And it was very spread out.
But to actually go and be in the restaurant or in the bar, in the building with people, I can't, I totally like don't see. Like I don't
want to go out because I haven't got rid of my quarantine gut yet.
Got rid of your what?
My quarantine gut.
Your COVID-19?
Oh, I'm not going anywhere until like the Botox place is open. And
that's what I call it, my COVID-19. You know, I was telling Joanna, Brett.
Is that like your freshman 15?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean, I was telling Joanna this morning, I stepped out of the shower, and I don't know if you remember, but I was telling Joanna.
I remembered when you stepped out of the shower.
You remember that time you and I took a shower? Back in the day when Demi Moore was pregnant, it was a big thing. She took that nude picture and they put it on the cover of Vogue or whatever it was. Mm-hmm. She was like 8
and everybody was like, yeah,
and everybody was, oh my God. And I thought to myself, boy, I wish I could set up my camera. You know, I would my boobs and my other hand under my big fat belly right now and take a, because I identify as an 8-month pregnant woman right now. Okay. And I would just say, listen, this is how I identify right now, because let me tell you something.
Welcome to my world.
Not a wait. I'm eating my way through COVID and having a very good time, I might add.
Welcome to my world.
Every minute.
People have asked me through my life, like the last years of my adulthood, if I was pregnant or when my baby was due. Seriously. Well, very sad.
You know.
Sharon thinks she's 8 months pregnant. I want to make sure everyone knows I was out of town 8 months ago.
Just so you know, Immaculate Conception only happened once, 2,000 years ago. It's not going to happen again.
Well, if I'm pregnant, I'm not going to say.
No, I'm just fat, okay?
No, nobody thought it was going to happen the first time.
That's what I tell people. I'm like, I'm not pregnant. I'm just fat. And then I watch how fucking bad they feel for saying that. It's like, really? Like, yeah.
Well, you should really blow them on and just say, yeah, I'm due in 3 weeks. You want to chip in for a shower gift?
Well, I should say, like, you know what? I'm 65. And my husband and I, would you believe it? It just happened to us. You know what I mean? Like, what the hell?
I'm going to have a baby soon.
I feel like I remember somebody doing that as a prank, walking around the mall and just saying, "Hey, congratulations! How far along are you?" Just to random people.
Yes.
And some women would get pissed.
Well, yeah, women do get pissed. It's hurtful. Listen, one time I was delivering mail and I was on the walking street. It was a walking, so I'm walking around, hopping, with my little gut, hopping along. And this lady sitting outside her house and looks at me, goes, oh my God, you poor little thing. I can't believe they made you do that. And I'm like, made me do what? Like, this is my job. No, I can't believe they made you walk in this heat. And, she's like staring me down. And I'm like, oh, fuck, she thinks I'm pregnant.
I can't believe they made you carry that baby to term. Oh.
Yeah, and that was like a few years ago. It wasn't like recent. I'm like, I'm not pregnant, you shit. I mean, I was in my uniform. I couldn't call a name, but I really wanted to. Like, oh, it's fine. It's good for me. Good exercise. By the way, I'm not pregnant.
Yeah.
But seriously,
there's no better motivation to lose weight than fat shaming. People try to say,
no, didn't do a thing for me.
Helps.
Didn't do a thing for me. I went home and ate my feelings even more. I was so hurt. I was so fucking hurt.
I ate my feelings.
I was so hurt. I'm serious.
Very funny. I ate my feelings.
I did. That's what. Why do you
I drowned in my sorrow in a pint of ice cream.
Why do you
That's
think this?
awesome.
Why do you think people think I'm pregnant? I have a big heart. I eat a lot. I feel. But anyways, will you guys go out? Seriously, will you guys be going out?
I'll go out when we can. I'm ready.
I mean,
You've been ready.
my
you
nails
said.
done. I got
Been
my
ready
nails
since
done
this-
yesterday. See?
I went to Miami last night.
I wonder if David Sadman's watching. Wait till he comes on so you can show it to him.
What? My
Your
nails.
nails.
I did. I went, and I have to tell you, they really went to a place in Boynton where my friend goes, because I didn't know where to go. Because where I usually go is in Broward, and they're not open yet. They have not started the phase 1 stuff yet in Broward. And so I went, and as soon as I walked in, they made me go in the back and wash my hands. And then they made me sit in the chair right by the door until the person was ready. There was only 4 other patrons in the whole salon, and it wasn't 6 feet distancing. It was like 10 feet distancing. And they had the plexiglass partitions with the stations, and you slid your hands underneath, which between you and me, I hope they keep it that way. I'm not kidding, because and you all know I used to be a nail tech, and the fumes and everything, it was actually pleasant. The dust, when they're drilling and all that stuff, it was really, I prefer it. I hope they keep it that way. And it was good. I liked it. It was very well done, and everybody had masks on. I kept everyone had their masks on, and I don't know. I was in and out in a timely fashion, and it was good. And I got my my nails done, so I was very happy.
They look good.
And yeah,
so what do you think are some other things that are going to have weird guidelines from now on? Like I was thinking about concerts. Like, how are they going to do concerts? Are they going to do 25% capacity, or are artists even going to show up? There's nobody going to be hitting beach balls around. They're like, ew, that beach ball is like a germ bomb.
Yeah.
I know,
Well, I was wondering what other things they're going to take away. Are they going to divide up like lines where you have to be certain distance away from another blanket on the hill or something?
Well, yeah, take like the Live Nation, whatever.
Yeah. In West Palm?
Yeah, how are they going to do that?
Whatever they named it this week, Cruise On,
it's
Coral Sky.
Sky, yeah. But yeah, that's a good question. Because how are they going to do that? I mean, there are seats in those amphitheaters. So you're going to do
every 3 seats apart? Every seat is empty?
Yeah, that's weird.
Wow.
Well, I don't know.
That's weird how they're going to come up with. I tell you, we need some really fucking smart people to think this up. Because this shit's got, it's got to work. There's like a whole society waiting. Okay, you want to reopen? Well, let's see,
I heard people that said they go to Vegas a lot, that Vegas is opening like 25% of their rooms, but who the hell is flying? And who the hell is dealing cards back and forth and chips and money?
Yeah,
all that
I'm
exchanges.
I'm a degenerate gambler, and I've been like waiting, when are they open up these casinos, right? I love to go to the Coconut Creek Casino. And when they do open, how are they going to, like, the slot machines, how are they, are they going to put like every other slot machine, or like, what are they
going to turn half of them off? What are they going to do?
I don't know how
if you sit at the slot machine and if you have your mask on and you just do this, you're not really breathing directly on anybody. So that could actually maybe be.
Are they going to make everybody wear gloves too?
I don't know.
I guess
and
that's up to you.
You're touching the buttons, and I don't know. Gross. I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know what the
answers
are, and I don't know.
Or movies. How the hell are you going to do, like movies? Movie theaters.
Yeah.
Movie theaters, right.
You know what? Movie theaters should just go and be like obsolete anyways. No one will ever go to a movie theater. Why?
They should do drive-ins. I think we should just go back to drive-ins.
Everybody watches movies at home.
On. We'll turn you turn your to a station where it streams into that,
right.
Anything about technology. But like if you put
the FM transmitter where you can put it on your radio.
There you go. Yeah. And then there's the sound coming into your car, and there's up on the screen. You pay $10. I don't know how they figure it out per head, whatever. And then there you go. And you have a drive-in movie theater and everybody's happy and safe. And that's
You know the last movie that I saw at the drive-in movie theater, which was
Grease.
No.
Dirty Dancing.
No, Independence Day.
Really?
When it first came out, and I saw it in the freaking movie theater, it was so creepy because the sky, the stars, the planes, and we're sitting in the movie theater in the back of somebody's truck, and we're like, oh look, there's a star. No, that's a meteor. No, those are fucking aliens. And we're like, But that was a good movie. But that was.
You sound like you were pretty high.
Probably drunk. Not high, but it was a good movie.
Cheers, that's a drink. Talking about being drunk.
I gotta go get one. You guys,
where's your
I'll be
drink?
right back.
How dare she show up to this
She
show?
just
without
got
a
up in
drink?
the middle of a
Really?
broadcast, okay?
Was that the host?
I am
Is that what
so-
you people do here?
I am so highly insulted.
What other industries that you are used to do you think that probably won't recover or are going to take a huge hit?
I think that most industries are going to take a huge hit, Brett. I myself am in the construction industry as a day job. Okay, my Monday through Friday day job. We have not even been touched, Brett. We have worked all the way through, and God bless, we have done well. But my other, what else I do? What do? I'm an actor, right? Dead.
Really?
Dead on arrival.
You
Okay.
act?
No. The other, Hollywood, quote unquote Hollywood.
Hollywood. She's a
is
star.
at a standstill, and nothing's going to happen in LA until maybe August. And
By the way, drink.
Something
Now they're
happened in
leaving.
LA. Something happened in LA today, right? The big explosion, the big blowout.
I don't know. I didn't hear anything. What happened?
Did you hear about that, Brett?
No.
I feel like I saw a picture, but I didn't
Yeah,
really remember
downtown
reading
Los
it.
Angeles, there was a big explosion.
I didn't turn the TV on.
I
What
don't
happened?
know. I don't know the details.
Are you
but
drinking
yes,
milk? Oh, all I saw was the top of her glass. I'm like,
If it's gonna happen, it's gonna
What
be
is
LA.
that? I was like, she's drinking milk? What the hell's
Yeah, yeah, I did see a picture when I was just scrolling through Facebook, and there was a big explosion, but I didn't stop and read the headline.
Yeah.
I
like
wonder what
people-
happens.
Something blew up. I don't know. They didn't know. When I saw it, they didn't know yet. I'm sure they know by now, but they didn't know it yet.
This would be a good time for Brad Smarty Fuck to chime in.
Yeah, Bunny.
Yeah.
You
Pretty much.
probably know.
I'm sure he knows all the details.
Yeah, the nosy bunny knows everything.
Yeah, but I think he said he's got to rewire stuff to actually chime in, so we're gonna leave him alone.
The second phase of,
This is killing me.
phase 2 is happening this week, and that is the gyms and things like that are open. Now, what do you guys
Yeah, we really
think?
need
I am
those.
allergic to those things, so I don't really care. It doesn't affect me. But what do you guys think?
Oh, I think it's great. I have a membership to the gym that I've had for like 3 years.
Do you
I've seen
go?
the inside of the gym well, the first year I was going every day for a year with my friend Glenn. He was my trainer. He was showing me how. The first year. Then I went on vacation to Poland. That was the end of it. That was 2 years ago. I've never been there paying, $15 a month, every month. They take it out. But I don't even know what the inside of that gym looks like anymore. I don't even remember which gym at this point, honestly. I don't even,
You don't know what gym you belong to?
I forgot. I have to look, I
That's
guess. I don't know.
scary.
Yeah. So I'm happy. I'm very excited about gyms opening. Yay.
So something tells me you didn't go that much when they were open.
Well, no,
That
the
you don't
first
you
year.
don't even remember the name?
Yeah, the first year I went every day at 6 o'clock in the morning. I would wake up and drive to the gym to meet up with my friend. We were working out together, honestly, like 12 months every day.
I would go with you if we could go together, but I don't like to go by myself.
Yeah, I look good, by the way, Brett.
Then I
look
have nobody to
good.
talk to.
Yep.
I don't
That
like
was
to.
three. That was 3 years ago.
I don't.
Yeah,
I don't.
I haven't been to the gym in over a year. I really should get a new membership. Let's see if they have any good deals for people that don't want to come back, and now they might
Yeah,
just
no, yeah.
give away memberships, and I can get in for really cheap.
Well, yeah, they're giving away cruises and everything else because nobody wants them. They should give away gym membership.
You know, that was funny. The Diamond Princess, I think it was 17 or 19% of the people on that ship got got diagnosed with COVID.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody's in that confined space, and only 19% of the people
Think
on the
about
ship
that.
got it.
Think
That's
about
not
it.
bad.
You would think it would be like a big old cesspool
You
of
would
the
think
germs
everybody
and-
would have gotten it. They're
Yeah.
all eating the same food in the same little restaurants and everything.
Even if they didn't get like deathly sick, you think they still would have
Right?
tested positive.
That's pretty nice. That's pretty good.
You know, I read something somebody wrote today on Facebook. You know, I was just laying in bed all day reading all the amazing Facebook posts. People were writing things like, you know, the projected numbers were supposed to be this, and they were only this, and that proves that this is, you know, all BS. And I was like, and I said this to Joanna earlier, I said, well, maybe they weren't so high because we've all been quarantined for 2 months.
Yeah, that could
Well,
be.
the models predicted
Right.
like 100 to 200,000.
Right.
And that was including with social distancing measures. And then they revised them down to 6,000 to like, what was it? The high was like 90,000, 80,000 or something. So the models aren't perfect.
Well, of course they're not.
Guesstimations.
They're just projected numbers.
Yeah.
What I'm saying, Brett and Joanna, is that perhaps maybe we were being like, we were doing what we were supposed to do. And, you know, like, okay, so we didn't have as many deaths, so, you know, yay. And like, it's almost like people are like disappointed and they're,
Yeah.
you know, like, well, fuck it. It's not really a real disease. You know, like,
Yeah.
no, we all did what we were supposed to do, and we minimized death counts. Like, I don't know. I feel like if we all just keep, you know, being smart, you know, no one's trying to take your rights away. Like, you know, you can do what you need to do, but like,
That's a whole new topic.
don't be mad at me if I choose to wear a mask and I choose to be socially distant. Like, don't, you know,
I don't think anybody gets mad at people
You know.
wearing a mask. I think they get mad because people are trying to force other people to wear a mask who don't feel the same need.
Yeah, like I don't get mad at people who choose to do what they need to do. I just hope that those people who are choosing not to wear their mask are not walking around asymptomatic with their COVID shit breathing all over me. That's all that I, you know what
But
I'm
you're
saying?
wearing your mask. You're wearing your mask. You don't have to
Yeah,
worry
I'm
about
wearing my
people
mask,
breathing
but
on
if
you.
they would wear their mask, it would be that much less of a chance for people to be sharing it.
Yeah, but they might be coughing on the surface that I'm going
Right,
to touch.
that's what I'm
even though
saying
wearing
to
my
you.
mask.
Right.
Then I'm going to
Like,
touch
that's
my
what I'm
mask.
saying.
It's a whole chain
Right,
reaction.
it's
Well,
just
obviously, if they're
considerate kind of
coughing, they
thing.
should be wearing a mask.
Right.
Nobody's disputing that. You're disputing the people that are asymptomatic or don't have it should also have to wear a mask.
Yeah, but if you're asymptomatic and you don't know you have it, you just don't know you have it. You
Or
don't-
the math is telling you that possibly you don't have it.
well, true. And that
You're more likely not to have it than to be asymptomatic.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. You're right.
Well, if you're asymptomatic, then you're really
Like a
not coughing and
consideration.
sneezing because you don't have any symptoms. So really, you're not. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, even if you're asymptomatic
Just wear the
and
fucking
you
mask, people. Sorry.
I mean, it's kind of like when you pee in the public bathroom and then you wash your hands. Like, you don't have to wash your hands, but you should fucking wash your hands, you dirtbag. It's kind of like that.
I gotta tell you, I really like my dick more than I like any of you, so I wash my hands before I go pee.
There you go.
I don't want your people's germs on my dick.
And then
Yeah.
what? And then after you're done peeing, you don't wash it again?
Well, yeah, I'm not touching my dick after that. It's the back of my pants, of course. I grab the door
Okay,
handle. I
it's
hit.
back
I hit
in my
the
pants.
Right.
It depends on
Yeah.
how drunk I am. Depends on how drunk I am. It might be back in my pants when I walk out of the bathroom.
I saw.
You
I
know,
saw.
if you're in a public restroom, is what I'm saying. Like, you're in a public restroom, so you held your cock, you peed, maybe you got some pee on it. You went back to the bar, you put your pee all over the bar. Is all that I'm saying. It's just, you know, it's nice. It's nice if you would wash your hands. All I'm saying.
I did. I washed my hands before.
Like, if you
post
wash
between
your hands
you.
before and then you pee, is what I'm saying. You grabbed your cock and now you.
Bet. I
Touching
saw
the
a
bar.
post between you and Elena when you guys were going back and forth, and that's how she ended. Bet, just wear the fucking mask or something like that.
That's like
Yeah.
their end all be all statement. It's just wear it.
Just wear the fucking mask, Brett. I love her.
Yeah,
It's just
if
like
there
a
was never a
common
more
courtesy
convincing
thing.
argument, wear the mask.
But you know what? This can be like an ongoing argument with the mask. Like people,
yeah,
I
for
feel this
sure.
way, I feel that way, and that leads us to another thing. That false narrative. I can't even pronounce it.
Yeah, false
English is
narratives.
language.
Before we go into the next topic, can I just say we will stop wearing masks when the first sea turtle chokes on a mask.
When the first girl?
Or a sea turtle.
When the first sea turtle chokes on a mask, it's all going to be
bingo!
mask.
You are so right.
Yeah, or glove. Yeah. Ooh, where is Brett Keller?
Mask wearing is over.
The second an animal chokes on a mask, over. No more masks.
Yeah, they're bad for environment. Yeah, they're bad
You're
for
right.
We're only allowed to wear paper towels over our face.
Brett, you're so right.
You're all right. Yeah.
Brett, we got to drink to Brett.
We got to drink to that.
Cheers.
That was good. Cheers.
You're right. You got to put that in your set, Brett.
But that is true. That is very true. It is.
Oh, but I cut Joanna off. She was going into the.
No, that's
No,
fine.
that was worth it. That was worth it.
That was worth it. Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
Joanna had nothing to say. This is perfect.
Real. That was
all right. I did my part. I'm out.
It was worthy of a cutoff.
I think he's getting a drink. Oh, he's back! Yay!
No, I said I did my part. I'm out. I'm going to leave on a high note.
It's worthy of a cutoff, for real.
Worthy of a cutoff.
But your next topic of false narratives.
Yeah, too bad I can't even pronounce the word. But how do you say it?
Narrative.
Narrative.
Kind of like natives, but with an R in it.
Narrative. Okay.
Yes.
Narrative.
False narrative. Okay, and we talked about it, and I looked up the Covington kids. I could not believe this. I mean, I of course we all heard about it, but
it's a disgrace what they did to those kids.
You know what? And that boy, he actually sued all those media outlets. And I'm like so proud of him. It's crazy. Yep. This is a 17-year-old kid.
Yeah.
And they harassed him. And there were some people, some of those journalists that tweeted on Twitter that he has a punchable face.
Yeah.
That they wish that the kids and their families would die.
And well, because he had a MAGA hat on. That's
someone says that. And because they decided that he was harassing, a minority dude. Like...
Some Indian native ceremonial drum solo.
Yeah, and I was like, wow, I'm so proud of that kid, But how did they get away with this for so long? You know what I mean? It took a while for this to come up, right?
People get wrapped up in the narrative of this. They called him the face of hate. When you're 17, they called the kid They showed his face on TV over and over again and said, "This is the face of hate."
Mm-hmm. Yeah, really.
That you're going to label a 17-year-old that's just starting his life as the face of hate. That's in the internet era. That's going to follow him for a long time.
Yeah. Oh, he'll never forget. I mean, he sued them. He won. Whatever. No amount of money will ever make up for this.
No.
This is like a nightmare. But you know what? It's over. Nobody ever talks about it.
Yeah.
Well, now they don't. Now that they've already completely slandered him.
Now it's like, whoops. Like what do they say now? Like, whoops, we fucked up.
No, I don't even know if anybody's ever apologized to the kid.
I honestly don't think so.
I think they probably settled. And they probably settled out of court. I would assume. I think it was millions, if I remember correctly. They settled out of court, and then we probably can't even talk about it ever again.
Yeah, probably a gag order and that other stuff.
Yeah. Well, part of the settlement was he probably can't talk about it.
Unbelievable. But everything else that happens, it's talked about, but so widely, you know what I mean? But
yeah,
he can't talk about it.
Well, that's journalism, but it's not only today. I mean, a lot of people say, "Oh, journalism today is so." Listen, I'm from the era where, and you guys, we're all I'm older than you, but.
But you know what? This is not even a journalism. If you do journalism, it's like, do a journalism. You're going to be a journalist. Find out the facts.
Yeah, but people don't do that. They rush to judgment.
Don't just package nothing.
But Joanna, it's a rush to judgment.
Just because it's like a steamy piece that fits your network's agenda.
That's what happens. That's what
you
happens.
know what I mean?
Rush to
In this
judgment.
case, fuck me. That's like
if he wasn't wearing a MAGA hat, it probably wouldn't have got blown up so big.
No, it wouldn't.
Since that is people have referred to that as the new Klan hood.
Yeah, totally.
And that is such a ridiculous, over the top narrative that anybody wearing a MAGA hat is racist.
Yeah.
I get from some people saying they're not all MAGA people are racist, but all racists are MAGA people. I mean, okay, maybe. Have you done any tests? Anybody?
Yeah.
Have you done any research?
Let's set up a testing site. Let's set up a testing site, and yeah. But it said like there were like black group of black Israelites or something there.
Black Hebrew Israelites.
Yeah. And they were screaming at these kids. They called them crackers, like Jesus Christ coming and kick your cracker ass. And it's like, well, that's good for. First of all, that's embarrassing for Christianity. Like you're gonna, Jesus Christ gonna come and kick your cracker's ass. Like who talks like that? You know what I mean?
That was one of the more benign things.
Yeah, that was one of the.
Yeah, no, I know, but
that was one of the nicer things.
Yeah. You believe in you believe in child molester? Being Trump, obviously, with the MAGA hat. That is fucking crazy, man. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah,
what other narratives? What other false narratives were we going to talk about?
I was bringing up the Jussie Smollett fake hate crime.
That was something.
Yeah, the way so many senators and politicians jumped on that.
Not just celebrities.
Yeah. Celebrities, politicians.
Everybody jumped on it.
Yeah.
Jumped without the facts, and it was really a shame.
It seems like it's a very, very bad trend of journalistic malpractice that, like with the Covington kids, all they had to do was watch there was like 17-minute video of the entire incident beginning to end. And the kids were the more respectable people in that entire video. The Black Hebrew Israelites were insane. The Indian guy walked up and started drumming in his face just to kind of like put himself in the spotlight. And then you go to the Jussie Smollett thing that they made a whole narrative around people in the middle of a polar vortex at like, what was it, 1, 2 in the morning?
2 in the morning,
and
yeah.
3 degrees.
Yeah.
They just happen to notice a guy, like racists love the show Empire. They just know all the actors on the show Empire. You know how that goes. And they just happen to be wearing ski masks and a MAGA hat. Have you ever put a hat on top of a ski mask before? Anybody?
Yeah.
No, I don't think
it's not something you want to do.
And it doesn't make any sense. And they just happen to have bleach and a rope with them and ran into him
stupid.
Randomly.
It's kind of stupid.
The whole thing smelled like shit from the beginning.
It was a big giant shit show.
And what happened? I don't remember.
They found the footage of the two what were they, Nigerian guys that he hired.
That he hired, right? I don't remember that.
They were extras. They were extras.
That's right. Yes, that's right.
And they were like his personal trainers or something, bodybuilders.
Yeah.
They found the footage of them buying the rope from the hardware store, and they didn't even buy a rope. They bought like some fucking like clothesline. It was just cheapest little bullshit mockery of a rope. And I think they found the check that he used to pay them with. From top to bottom, beginning to end, it was ridiculous.
So the whole thing was just a setup.
And him showing up doing interviews and crying and saying,
but I still don't understand what it was about. Do you? Has anyone ever gotten the real
the theory was that he was going to lose his part on the show Empire. And who the hell is going to fire a guy that just got hate crime? And who's the easiest person to blame a hate crime on? Trump supporters right now.
Of course.
And they made this whole narrative of this is 2018 and Trump's America. Chicago is like a liberal city. There's not a lot of Trump supporters in Chicago to begin with.
Wow.
It's a Democratic city for the most part.
I don't know.
That is messed up.
I don't get any of it. I really.
It's like they're desperate. They're desperate to support their narrative of hate crimes and racist Trump supporters that they have to fabricate it. If it's so prevalent, you don't have to fabricate it. You would just be filming it all the time. Why do you need to fake it?
Right. Yeah, I don't get it.
That is heartbreaking, you know? I mean, there's enough crime. There's enough crime. I mean, hate crime and otherwise. You don't need to fucking make it happen. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, but they need the perfect one that is only presentable to Trump, and it's only it's got to be perfect, indisputable.
Yeah.
Sharon, do you have one of your favorite conspiracy theories or false narratives that have been pushed recently?
Well, I read about this Iraq war that you sent me, but that's like so way over my head, which I know, like, you know, I get what happened. I still don't get how they got away with it, though.
That is a slow roll. Sharon, before we get into the Iraq war, did you have one on top of your head?
Yeah, I actually do. And it's very relevant to what we're all experiencing right now with the COVID-19. I mean, my theory has been from the get-go, Brett and Joanna, that this virus was manufactured in Wuhan lab. But I personally feel that it was released by the Chinese, and hear me out, and I know I've already said this to Joanna, and maybe Brett, I've said it to you. But if you guys remember, and forgive me because I always fucking forget. Was it the Hong Kong protests? Was it Hong Kong?
Yes. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. If you remember, right before all this happened in China, the Hong Kong protests were going on strong. They were getting violent and they were getting big. And everyone here as well, we were very, very supportive of what they were doing. And at the time, Trump was really trying to, get together with, what's his name? I don't, I'd be wrong if I said I know what was going on.
Xi Jinping.
Whatever his name is, to all the trade deals happen, what have you.
I think it's Xi Jinping.
Whatever his name is. Whatever that clown's name is. So the people, what were they protesting? They want democracy. That's what they want over there. This is a fucking country. They smushed the people. I don't know what the right word is, but to me, it's a smushing, okay? They cannot have these people protesting. They do not allow this. And normally, they don't have the social media and all the cameras and everything watching all what they do. So they're not going to be able to mow people down with the fucking tanks. Get the fuck off the street. We're going to mow you down. So what are they going to do? How are they going to get the people off the streets, people? Yeah.
It's for your own good.
For your own good, exactly.
Excuse me. Did you see what they were doing with those people? They were locking them in their houses. They were boarding up their doors.
They welded the doors shut.
They welded the doors. And then all of a sudden it got to Spain and Italy and France and every other fucking place. Why? Because they were getting on the planes and going here, there, and everywhere. And then we had a worldwide pandemic. And no one in the world can tell me that shit wasn't manufactured in Wuhan, in the lab, and set free on those fucking people. Nobody. And that's how I feel about it. And I have felt that way from the get-go. Because I watch and I see everything. And I'm not that bright, but I'm bright enough.
That's why if you pay attention at all to governments, you see how many things that come out. That's how we started this topic. What conspiracy theories have been quoted as conspiracy theories, but have ended up being true?
Right.
So many of them. You see what the government is capable of doing, and when you see all these things that line up so perfectly, and whether it's a coincidence or it's intentional, it's just too perfect to not notice it. And when you're shut down as a conspiracy theorist, it puts down any discussion for the whole thing. They kind of use conspiracy theory as a pejorative, meaning, okay, now you get to shut up because I said you're conspiracy theorists.
Yes.
Like, oh, you're just not going to present any countervailing evidence? You're just going to say I'm a conspiracy theorist. All right. So we're done here then, huh?
Right, exactly. And, I'm not the brightest light in the house. So, what I say really doesn't hold any water or whatever. And I don't, I'm not a doctor or a scientist or any of those things. So shut up, Sharon, right?
Yeah, right. You're not an epidemiologist. You can't talk about
this.
Well,
exactly.
Well, that's
you
not
don't
how
know
conversation.
Anything, Sharon.
That's not how conversation works.
Right. But I know that this is a communist country, and I know that they stifle the people's free speech. They don't have freedom of speech like we have.
They don't.
They're not allowed to protest. They're not allowed. But look what they were doing. Hundreds of thousands of people protesting. Right? This movement.
Yeah.
This was a movement.
I really, really want to see all these people that protest here against.
Where are they?
He hurt my feelings. I don't want a mask. I want a mask. Kiss my ass.
Not my president.
I really wish that they voted a communist. And I really would want us to stay here to watch how they would get their asses kicked with all that. Seriously. I know this is really far-fetched, but oh my gosh, Well,
where did all these protesters in Hong Kong go? Where are they?
Where? Under the wall. And that's how communist government deals with fucking protesters.
Well, guess what? You're absolutely right. Where did
I am right. I know it.
There were all these people. This was a beautiful thing that was happening in that country, and they all got smushed and they're gone.
Why do you think they're digging out fucking graves now, mass graves in Ukraine, in Russia, in Poland? Take a drink. Now, after all these years, never talked about mass graves of scientists, doctors, fucking people that were talking against the communists way back when. Because of that, because there was no talking against it, okay? That's exactly what happens. Under the wall, and with the fucking machine guns. Now it's all coming out. For the last maybe 10 years, shit's coming up all the time.
Well,
it's an ugly truth, I mean, every fucking country has an ugly history. It's just here, we don't talk about it. And people that want this fucking communism in here, they don't know about it. How would they? It's not their fault. How would they know?
And no one even talks about the protests anymore.
How would they know?
All the people that were saying, oh, Hong Kong, before COVID-19, nobody does anything anymore.
And the Hong Kong protesters wanted the attention of the U.S. They were like, we want what you have. And a lot of the NBA stars who spoke out about it and were like, hey, we want peace and democracy for Hong Kong. And China has such a big hold on the NBA that people high up in the NBA had to come out and shut that shit down. Saying, we don't talk about that. And I think LeBron James capitulated. Yeah.
What happened to all of this? Where did all that go? It's all been swept under the rug.
And the yellow vest protests in France.
Okay.
Oh yeah, what happened with that?
Them too.
How come nobody's talking about it anymore?
We've moved on. We're all set.
We've moved on. We've moved on, but have we? That's my thing is where everyone's talking about where did it come from? Where did it come from?
Where did you come from? Where did you go?
Right
where did you come from? Cotton Eye Joe.
Right, but the answer's right there. I mean, if people actually thought back to when did it actually start? There's your answer. The answer's right there. It's kind of obvious, but nobody wants to think about that. It's a little too creepy.
They just don't want to admit it. They might think about it, but they just don't want to accept it one way or the other. It's just so much easier to say it's Trump's fault, I mean.
Yeah.
Bingo bango, Joanna. Bingo bango.
I mean, just blame Orange Man bad, blame him, fucking, he's the dick, and it's all his fault.
He's got to be the perfect scapegoat for everything.
Yeah.
He
The
makes
bubble,
it too
the
fucking
economy, the economy did look hypothetically good before the coronavirus, but it was a bubble waiting to pop, and coronavirus was the pin that popped the bubble.
Yeah.
And shit's gonna go crazy. And the stock market, they're throwing so much money to keep that thing from deflating as fast as it should, that we are gonna probably see a lot of inflation coming up pretty soon.
Oh, I'm sure. How could we not?
They are just printing money to no end.
Yeah, there goes my fucking retirement fund. Bye bye,
Yeah,
Joanna.
but
Working till I'm 120
Trump
now.
makes it too easy. Unfortunately, he makes it too easy.
But you know what? It is
People
what it
to hate
is.
him.
Yeah, exactly.
He
Yeah, he's the
doesn't.
perfect scapegoat for everything. They can pin everything on him. They don't have to change anything with the next person that follows him up. They can keep going right back to doing what they're doing and say it was all his fault.
Yeah.
There was so many problems before him. He is not the problem. He is a symptom of the problem.
Yeah,
Yes.
Exactly. Well, what did he say now? What did he do now? Wait, that pissed everyone off.
Which
He wants
one?
well, hold on, let me think. He wants the records open for like the Obama thing, and Hillary like submit the subpoena the records of something.
Well, yeah, of course he does. He wants
Mhm.
to figure out why he was investigated in that whole
Yeah,
Russia case.
exactly. So
Another great conspiracy theory.
now, of course, the narrative, I said it, the narrative is like, what, now, in the middle of crisis, in the middle of pandemic, you want to do it now? Get the fuck out of here. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, now,
Yeah, now.
Now it's bad. It's just never a good time for that, is it?
Because if he had done it while he was during the impeachment trial, they would have said, "Oh, he's obstructing justice. He's trying to confuse everybody."
It's never a good time.
Yeah.
Well, now it's a pandemic. Now it's this. Now we're taking a shit. Never a good time.
I thought it was ridiculous when Obama came into office, when he should have prosecuted George W. Bush for war crimes.
He should have.
But he said this is not the time to look back. We need to look forward. And he gave this beautiful speech, and everybody was in a trance, and they're like, yeah, we should move on. We got a black president. He's going to make everything great. No, he should have went and prosecuted George W. Bush for all the lies. And that's a good segue into what Joanna was bringing up, the weapons of mass destruction conspiracy theory.
Yeah,
that was one of the biggest conspiracy theories that turned out to be true
the biggest
in our lifetime
lie ever.
The biggest lie that so many people were involved in, and they found no evidence of weapons of mass destruction.
They found nothing.
They found fucking nothing, but yet for some reason we're still there 20 years later.
Yeah.
We're still trying to make...
How many people fucking died? You know what I mean?
If you want to talk about our troops, more that died in the plane crashes in the Twin Towers. But if you want to talk about total, we're in the millions now.
I mean, total. Yeah, total. I mean,
yeah. The dead Iraqis and the people over there in the Middle East, over 1 million.
Such a shame.
And the lies.
For what?
Nobody ever is held accountable for that. Why?
Like why?
The media that sold us the lie, the people that lied to begin with.
Yeah, what's this dude's name? Ari Fleischer?
Ari Fleischer?
Yeah. Isn't he like the main liar and all this? Like, that's the fucking...
Who do you call the main liar? There's Rumsfeld, there's... Oh my God, there's so many...
What
Ari
main liar? There's so many liars.
That sticks out.
It's hard to rank them. Dick Cheney.
True.
Are you doing a vapor? Are you doing a vape thing?
Yes.
Is that what that bubble noise is?
No, it does not make noise.
What am I hearing?
It sounds like somebody's doing like a Skype call.
My phone just said toot 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 toot, but
I hear like little bubbles. You like when somebody blows bubbles? It's like.
Oh, you mean when they're like smoking out of a bong?
Yeah.
Because somebody on my computer.
Yeah.
Because Robert Abramson commented on Sharon Pfeiffer's photo of you.
Hey, Joanna, you know you can mute all that, right? So
no, I don't know that.
And You're distracting from the show, sweetheart.
I don't know anything. I just know how to turn this thing on. I didn't know. I mean, this never happened before. I didn't even know. I didn't even hear it. I can't believe you guys heard
I
it.
hear bubbles.
Still?
Tiny bubble.
You still hear it?
Only when you talk.
I'm gonna
It
put my.
literally sounds like, you know, when you take this and you go,
See, I didn't even hear it when Sharon did it. I only heard it when Joanna did it.
I'm gonna put my mask on. I'm gonna
It's so
shut
funny.
up. I'm gonna.
It's so
I'm gonna
funny.
Shut up now.
it sounds like, you know, like a bong, you know, like when you have the bong with the bubbles and all the water and you're like, you know, like.
Yeah.
The whole time.
No.
Okay, I just want to talk about eating. I want to talk about eating through COVID.
I want to talk about drinking.
I love eating and drinking.
Let's talk about eating and drinking because it's really exciting. I really think about it.
What are we eating? What are we eating tonight?
Well, I haven't eaten anything yet. I'm thinking, what am I going to eat? But have you?
Brad, do not say that. Do not say.
Have you done anything crazy yet? Because I have, and I want to share it. Have you done? Brett, cut it out.
I said, what are we eating tonight? I'm like, do not say.
Look at Brett. He's so horrible.
Oh, gross.
You done anything out of the ordinary, Brett?
Yeah, look at that.
Besides tonight?
Yeah. Like, have you eaten like abnormally more during COVID, or are you just eating the same? Or?
I've eaten with a very reckless abandon. No disregard for any kind of. I've probably eaten way more pizza than I've ever eaten.
Well, can I share?
Only because Publix won't let me in without a mask, so I just order food now.
Can I share a pizza story with you?
Ooh, can you get any more sexy?
I know, that was so cute, wasn't it?
Oh my God.
My boobs just, wow.
You're tugging at my heartstrings. You know that I'll suck a dick for pizza.
Well, I bought a frozen bruschetta pepperoni pizza. Okay?
Can you do the stories a little bit slower? A little bit slower.
Frozen bruschetta pizza, okay? And
What was the toppings?
For some reason, Friday was the day.
Pineapple.
And I couldn't wait to get home to put this pizza in the oven, you know? And I was thinking, like, I'll eat like a couple of slices and then I'll put the rest away.
Oh,
you know, for for Saturday.
We have a demonstration of pizza eating, please. I want to learn.
Pretend this is a slice of pizza, okay? Pretend this is right?
Okay.
Well, I ate, you know.
Okay,
right?
next show we have a banana eating demonstration.
And then I ate another slice.
Mm.
Then I said, you know what? I'm just gonna have one more slice. What's wrong with 3 slices? I'm by myself. I don't have a boyfriend. Nobody cares.
Right, fuck it.
3 slices, right? Well, on my computer, watching Facebook and everything else. Well, don't you think 7 slices later in one sitting? I never did that before in my life. I tell you, it was really, right.
So good.
Waiting an orgasm.
I think he just finished.
I'm gonna go get a towel. I'll be right back.
I think he just finished.
I ate 7 slices.
See, I feel that way about Kit Kats. I can do Kit Kats like that. Like literally, the giant Kit Kats. I'm like sitting here eating Kit Kat after Kit Kat, and I'm like,
I've never done that.
Wow, I just ate 3 fucking big long Kit Kat bars. I'm like,
I've never done that in my life. Never, not in my life. 2 snacks, and if I have like extra, I put in the refrigerator. I save it for the next day. I have it with the salad.
Yeah.
No.
Maybe one devil dog. More devil dog.
And a devil dog. And then I took the last slice, the 8th slice, and I was going to eat it. Sharon, throw that fucking thing away.
Yeah, Sharon.
And I was like this. Look, I was like.
Eat it. Yeah.
And I threw it away.
No.
Oh
I
my
did.
gosh, that's a
No.
sin, Sharon. That's a
And I
sin.
didn't want to.
No.
And I didn't want to. I was really sad. I didn't want to.
That's a freaking sin, dude.
Oh
I
my
didn't want
God.
to. I was sick to my stomach.
Now I got blue balls.
I know. I get
I
it.
got my heart is
finish them
broken.
all?
I got news for you. I had blue balls from throwing it away.
Hmm.
I think I have blue balls too.
I think we all do.
I think I've had blue balls for a while, you guys.
Those of us who are single, I mean, I'm
Should we play the game Who Got Laid most recent?
I have not gotten laid, but I have had sex.
I said the most recent.
Which is how long ago? Like, what's considered most recent?
Yeah. Who's had sex the most recent from today?
Well,
I'm probably over 2 months. Anybody?
Sure, definitely.
for sure.
Sure.
Oh.
Wow.
So it's you. You're the whore. You're the hoe.
Yeah.
You're the hoe.
I have not gotten laid, but I have had sex.
Oh, so they didn't do a good job, is what you're saying.
No, I just take very good care of myself.
That doesn't count. That does not count.
Yes, it most certainly does. And
No, it
orgasm,
doesn't. We mean with another person, not with yourself.
We're not talking about Bob, your battery-operated boy.
Yeah, we're not talking about fucking ourselves.
Listen, an orgasm is an orgasm. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
but I can look at a hot dude on the screen and I can have an orgasm. That doesn't count.
Hey, I got my girlfriend Jill here. Jill.
Listen, I'm all about affection and the human touch. I really am.
Yeah, I'm all about it. See, I can't even do that, man. I gotta be in love. This sucks. This really sucks.
I don't have to be in love.
Yeah, it sucks being a woman and need to be loved to have sex. That's terrible.
Not even that, you know what? They don't even have to love me. I gotta feel that I love them, man. That's terrible.
So as long as they're good at tricking you,
but I don't have to be in love.
I can't just do it with anybody.
Listen, I have to be in love.
I want to change. I want to be different. I need to turn.
I have to be attracted.
You want to be a little slut?
Yeah.
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 We're gonna turn Joanna into a little slut.
Yeah. Well, not little. Let's skip the little. But I'm never gonna be little again. But
I have to be in lust with the. I don't have to be in love, but
I can be in love. I'm in love.
I have to be attracted. If I'm not attracted, it's never gonna.
I gotta feel.
Well, Joanna was in lust with a mannequin a couple weeks ago.
Well.
And I still couldn't do it. I still have a picture of him on my phone. I look at it every night, and still nothing. He's got brown nipples, though.
Too bad he was built like a Ken doll. You can't even use him properly.
I know. What the fuck?
Ew.
He didn't have the right equipment.
Well, he was only like, he was cut at the waist.
Yeah,
so.
he was
missing some appendages.
You know what though? But the chest is my favorite part in the man's body, anyway.
Me too. I just want to
snuggle, man. I just want to snuggle.
Something about a man's chest, like when he's on top and.
Yeah. The sexy, yeah. Oh, she says, don't do it.
look at Joanna. Joanna, sit back up. You're getting weird.
Where's my cat? Where's the cat?
Okay, so we are in the middle of chat fight for those of you watching.
Check the comments, people, or whatever.
Let's take a drink. Check the comments.
Okay, I have to go get a drink. I'll be right back.
Again, another drink? Holy shit, that's 2 times.
Jesus. What a lush.
She's already gotten up twice.
Yeah. She came back with mostly a full beer.
I've had the same drink for an hour and
Well, I brought my booze into the room. That way I didn't have to get up to make another one.
You're horrible.
Yeah. So I made another drink while we were talking, but I didn't have to get up.
I'm switching gears here, guys.
Oh my Lord, she's got the
switching gears from this to this now.
She's got the whole bottle.
I'm getting ready for the cocktail.
As soon as I said that, a flashback of she's got the whole world.
Now you hear bubbles.
Yeah. Go. All right. Do we have any good information in the chat? Any questions? Any comments?
Okay, let's see.
Yeah, I'm not privy to the comments. Joanna, anything good?
Yeah, from you. Hey.
That was a while back, girlfriend. That was like at 8 o'clock.
That says, hey, Gio. Gio was in here. I don't see her.
Hi, you toxic masculine person.
I have my friend from North Carolina joined. My other Polish friend joined. Ciro is here, or was.
What's up?
I can't see.
Aren't we supposed to be watching that during the show?
Well, unfortunately, that's all I can get. I don't know. I can't get any more.
Well, I'm on my phone, so I can't see the chat.
I'm
on Zoom only right now.
Me too.
Okay, so
but I'm also on my Instagram Live.
Oh. Anything on any comments on Instagram?
Well, I'm not really. They don't really know what I'm doing right now. Look, guys, look at that. Okay. You
can't scroll back anything per our conversation.
Well, they don't really know what I'm doing because I didn't really properly.
Okay, I honestly have.
They're looking at me like, okay, Sharon, what are you doing?
But they've heard you talking. They haven't responded to anything you've said?
No, because it's like I arrived on kind of in the middle.
Oh.
I didn't really properly introduce myself. Hi, Damo Royal.
Okay. Richard's watching. I have a limited. We either didn't get any comments, or I can only get like 3.
Are we shut down already? Like, did he shut us off, Brad, or like?
No.
Where's the bunny?
I think he would have told us if we were off.
Okay.
Well, we all.
Okay, thank you.
So I honestly can only see like 3 comments. I see.
Would you like me to go back into the Iraq War stuff?
Yeah.
Do you want me to check if there's anything happening?
Yeah. You guys go do it.
Oh, Benny's here. Benny from 131. Remember when we went to 131 East, Joanna? Remember 131? What do you mean?
Yeah, I do. Yes. Sorry. But well, I don't know.
Benny's here. So Benny, I'm actually.
Well, now I just got out of the whole thing, so I don't know.
Benny, I'll be right back. Okay, Benny? Okay, I'm gonna go over to Facebook.
Yeah, Benny, forgive her.
Well, in the going back to the theme of conspiracy theories that ended up to be true, and why people don't trust the government so much. There's also one of my favorite ones to refer to is Operation Northwoods. Has either you two heard of that? That was back when the Cuban Northwoods.
Oh, the Cuban, yes.
Back during the Cuban crisis, there was a plan by the government to stage fake attacks and blame it on Cuba to drum up support to invade Cuba. They were going to blow up an airliner over Cuba and blame it on Cuba. They were also going to stage attacks that blew up ships in Guantanamo Bay and blame it on Cuba.
Blame it on, yeah.
And when it got to Kennedy's desk, he said, "I will not do that." Which that probably didn't help him from not getting removed from office, if we would say so. Another conspiracy theory that has a lot of fucking options, whichever one you want to pick on that. There's so many options for the Kennedy thing.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But another one to get another conspiracy theory.
Just imagine the responsibility that dude had in that missile crisis. I can't even. Wow.
That was a very contentious time to be president.
I mean, oh my gosh,
Mm-hmm.
Just like it's
Cyril
like
posted 1 million comments.
It's just I don't know. I don't know how you see it. I don't see any.
I see him. He posted 1 million comments.
What do you say? Anything good?
Everything good. He's wonderful. He's so
everything yelling at the top of his lungs in capital letters.
So supportive of us, and not once did anyone respond. That's a shame.
I must be on the wrong show or something on my phone because.
Okay.
I don't know.
Hi, Ciro, if you're there. Why his hair looks great. He's even complimented you. Your hair looks beautiful, Joanna.
My hair?
And Brett, your lips are smoking hot.
Well, he obviously didn't say my hair.
He said, Brett, your lips are smoking hot.
Thank you, Sarah.
Abrams commented, Robert Abrams commented, I don't know.
And how am I missing all these wonderful comments?
Maybe turn it off and turn it back on.
Yeah. Turn it off and turn it back on.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't.
No, leave the video.
Leave it
turn back on.
and come back on.
Okay, I just did.
And while you're doing that, another terrible conspiracy theory that turned out to be true was the Gulf of Tonkin that got us into the Vietnam War. That incident actually never happened. The whole justification for us getting into Vietnam was an attack on ships in the Gulf of Tonkin. And within, I want to say 24 hours it was, people were disputing if that ever actually happened. And we ended up, the fucking atrocities that were committed in Vietnam, all over that fucking lie. So whenever you just yell conspiracy theory at somebody because they're going against what the officials have told you or the government sanctioned position on some topic, it falls on deaf ears to anybody that has a memory and has been paying attention at all.
Yeah.
Because they have done so much terrible shit just to get us into wars and lie us into a false narrative. And
there's always two sides to every fucking story.
Sure, and there's also the truth.
3 sides to every story.
That's true. No, that's true. You know, like the coin. Yeah. The coin has one side, 2 sides, and then the thin middle is the truth.
Yep.
And unfortunately, that's you know, it's amazing. I don't know.
Brad posted the Hong Kong protests.
He did?
Yeah, he did.
Oh, Sarah posted Gulf of Tonkin.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
He posted the one I was thinking of? Nice.
Yeah, just the one you talk about. Oh, Sarah says, my favorite people today.
Yay!
We love
because
Sarah.
We all showed up the 19th hole. On
that's why I love that.
That's why we're the favorites.
Sarah's a good guy.
Yeah.
Sarah's a good guy. Still waters run deep. Not that he has still waters. He's a deep soul that doesn't really show people.
I'm still looking for the comment about my hair. Damn it.
You know, his stuff. You know, he's got one way that he shows the public, and then, you know, the soft side to him that he doesn't really show everybody. It's like a little bit of a mush.
Mm-hmm. I don't ever get to see his mushy side.
Yeah, that's not what I heard.
He doesn't show me any mushy mush.
Yeah, that's not what I heard.
Okay. And what did you hear?
Joy was in it.
Yeah.
We had joy, we had fun.
We had seasons in the sun.
Michael Bigley wants to know where Gonzo is. I don't know, I'm so confused.
I'm getting a little lit up from this drink. I don't know who the bartender is, but they make a good drink.
Yeah. I love a bartender who can make a strong drink. That's why I love Jesse's. They don't try to stiff you on the drinks there.
Yeah, we gotta go. That's the one place that I really want to go back to. All right.
I told them when they're open, let me know. We'll be right back in there.
They're fantastic. What a nice place and what nice people.
Yeah.
I know.
She's reached out to me a number of times and written some nice things. Really nice, complimentary things, you know, and as a community, you know, we love to hear, you know, nice things because we don't.
Jen is a great lady.
Yeah.
I got a question for you guys now that we're still here about comedy and all. Now that all this shit's gonna start opening, and seriously, are you guys really like gonna do it? Like you're gonna go back? You know?
I already have.
No, I know, but
we did it.
No, but like keep doing it the way you've been doing it before.
Well, that depends on the venues. Are we going to be able to do it the way we've done before?
No, I mean personally, like your personal feel about that.
Like there's nothing about my personal feel that's changed.
That's
It's
what
just
I'm saying.
my availability and my ability to go to a place and do it has changed.
Mhm.
That's the main thing.
I don't feel like I'm funny anymore.
When this fog lifts, I think we can be funny again. Right now, everybody is only focusing on one thing, and it's hard to make a joke that hasn't already been made about one thing.
Yeah, I don't feel funny.
Yeah, I've had a tough time writing stuff that doesn't involve quarantine, corona, or isolation. And
Yeah.
I don't want to write those jokes, and there's nothing else on our minds or in the conversation, and it's tough.
Well, that's why when we went out Tuesday night to Ciro's, I didn't even I just riffed the whole time. I was like, I just felt like I didn't feel funny, and I got and I was like, you know what I mean?
You got a lot of laughs. You guys got a lot of laughs at the 19th hole.
We all did, but because I think we weren't reading from a script. We were just like, I felt like we were all just riffing. And
I sort of was. I had some ideas on my phone that I needed the topics.
I didn't have
to remind myself what topics I was doing.
I was just tearing shit up.
Yeah.
I took Joanna's bottle of hand sanitizer. I was like, KY, you fucking whore. You know, like I was just,
Called me a whore, like I'm practically a virgin, and she's like, you whore.
You've had more sex than I've had.
That was good a bit though. We liked it.
That was awesome.
I was just going with the flow, really. Just going with what was going on that night. I mean,
I was riffing with that guy next to me who's when I did my my joke about Israel, and he's like, I'm Israel. I'm like, your name is Israel? And I was like, if you don't shut up, I'm gonna launch a bomb at you like Hamas.
That was hilarious.
It was just, I thought we were really just having a good time and just going with the
it was fun. It really was.
I don't know.
I still want to know how Ciro goes from the into this like sexy pillow talk voice and
Barry
person.
He's got his microphone voice.
We were in the car afterwards, and the way he talked, I was like, "Oh my God, dude, hold me!" You know what I mean? The way
he goes from like, "I want to stab him in the eyeball" to "I want to you" and about the like it's so weird. Like,
oh my gosh! But listen, when he does the comedy, it's like.
No, but really, like, I'm like, shut up, I want to kill you. And then it's like... Oh.
Yeah, but then when we ate the chalupa, I was getting turned on, the way he talked about it. Ooh, the chalupa. Stop it now. Where is my chalupa, baby?
Listen, it's a good thing Brett wasn't there, because we would have definitely had like a...
Yeah, we'd have issues.
Bang, but it would have been good if Brett was there.
Look. Next time, Bratty boy.
Brett's crying.
Well, it's not our fault you left so early.
What do you mean early? I thought we all left at the same time.
You didn't follow us. Next time, follow the skirt. Follow the skirt.
Women. I don't follow women from the bar. I'm not Joe Biden.
Oh, poor Joe.
Oh, well, your loss.
Poor
Joe.
Apparently it was. I have to be more like a rapist.
I can't believe that we're still on. It's 8
I know. I think we need to go before Gonzo really kicks us out.
I know. We're going to get kicked out. I want to watch David Sadman. I want to see what David...
I'm not watching David Sadman tonight. He did not watch our show. I talked to him before our show. He said he'll be here. And he just posted a video.
He might be changing diapers or washing dishes or something. The man does have 38
No, he just posted video of himself outside of his house smoking a cigar, promoting his show. So, like, okay. David Sadman.
Well, whatever.
I just figured out a new drinking rule. Anytime Joanna brings up Sadman.
Why? Do I do that a lot?
A little bit.
I love him. I can't help it. No,
Yeah, so new rule,
honestly,
whenever Joanna brings up Sadman.
This is like the weirdest fucking friendship, okay? When I first met David Sadman at the comedy class at the Improv, he walks in being, David Sadman, and I'm thinking, I hate that guy. Like, oh my God, who's the asshole? Okay? By the class number 3, I was like, oh my God, this is the coolest dude I've ever met. And we've been friends ever since. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
He's a good guy.
And I adore his wife. Like, she's really nice. And he's really, it's good. I like his input on things. And, he's good. He's a good guy.
I want to ask ladies that more often. Do you find yourself more attracted to assholes than nice guys?
Obviously.
Mm-hmm.
If I was
Joanna?
You know what? When I was younger, definitely.
They weren't assholes.
But not now with David Sadman, right? No, totally not now.
I'm not attracted to him. I love him as a friend. What the fuck, man?
Oh, yeah.
Well, whatever.
If they weren't assholes, I'd still be with them.
No, seriously. Honestly, the asshole component in the guy's personality can be a big turnoff. When I was younger, I wouldn't even care. I'd be like, oh, but I'm still attracted to you. You're a dick, but Now it's different. So no, nice guy.
I think there has to be a certain degree of assholeness to be funny.
Yeah, in a way, a guy has to be like, if you call a guy who is like a firm and firm. I don't like mushy guys. Like, I don't like guys that I can push around. I like a guy that is stern and firm. Like put me in my place when I'm going all over the place. You know what I mean? That's why I like Sadman. I'm all emotional and irrational, and I call David, and I'm like, dude, talk me down. And he will. And he'd be like, what the fuck? And I'm like, okay. You know what I mean?
He's very firm.
Stern, and yeah, it's like, listen to me. And I'm like, okay. And we've kind of like father-daughter relationship. Oh, shit, I might have daddy issues. Fuck.
He's got the firmness.
But no. Like, I like men who are stern, who are in control, who are the leader. I want the man to be the leader. I just gotta trust him enough to let him lead the thing. You know what I mean?
He's got the firmness.
Yeah, and yeah.
By the way.
Yeah. Yeah, but an asshole, like a full-blown asshole, no.
So is it like the thing where a guy likes a lady in the street but a freak in the bed, and the women like a firm guy in the streets but a tender heart in the bed? Is that what it is? Anybody? Am I talking to myself?
Well, wait, go again.
Say that again.
You ever heard the song, I want a lady in the street but a freak in the bed?
Yes.
Okay. Do ladies like a firm guy in the streets but a more tender-hearted guy in the bed or at home?
Well,
a guy in the street and a firm guy in the bed.
Yeah.
Firm.
But a tender heart at heart.
I think Sharon was saying a hard man is good to find.
Right.
A good man is hard to find, but a hard man is good to find.
Good is good, but bad is better.
Mm.
Well, you know what? There's a thing in bed. It's like, I guess it goes both ways. It depends on the mood. It depends.
I don't like a mushy guy in bed. I just don't. I don't like.
No, I don't really either.
I
do like the romance. I do like the romance.
So soft.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here. I like a guy who's like,
or kiss you like a fish, like
wow. Yeah. You know, like the 2020 thing where like, is it okay if I touch your neck now?
No.
You know what? Automatically, I'm gonna say like no.
Listen, I like a man who's a fucking man all the time, 24/7.
Do I have consent to put it in?
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. I'm gonna stick my
old
phone in
school.
his
Act
face
like a
and be
man
like, I
all the
consent to
time.
this.
I like a man who's a man all the time. A man. I don't like a fucking jerk off. Oh.
Yeah. You know what's really hot? What would be really hot? A man that like comes up to you, takes you from the back, like grabs your hair.
Like
turns
that.
you
I just
around,
said,
says,
grab me by the
"Come
back
here."
of my hand. So let's go.
Okay.
Let's go.
We're not live anymore, are we?
Yeah,
Yes, we are.
No, we're not.
And thank you, Chat Fighter.
Okay, nobody's watching. Nobody's.
Listen, I'm not afraid to talk about this stuff, but you all puritanical and whatnot.
Okay, I don't. What was that?
Yeah. I love it.
What was that?
He's got the blackmail video. He's good.
I love it. That's
okay, can we cut that one out?
Yeah, can you?
No, we're not cutting out. We're
can
live,
you edit
baby.
it? Because I don't want anyone to know that I like
I
like it raw talk.
Wait, what is it? What is it like? Chat fight unveiled or something?
Is it chat fight after hours now?
Chat
This
fight
is
unveiled.
what I love. Right there, the last 2 minutes, totally fucking real. Okay?
Yeah, what do you like,
so,
Brett? You tell us what you like then. You keep asking us, you tell us.
Oh, don't neglect the balls. Definitely don't neglect the balls. If you're gonna put anything in my ass, you better tell me before.
Okay.
Don't sneak that thing in. And don't bite my nipples. You can bite my neck.
Really?
Yeah.
I liked it.
Suck the nipples, bite the neck.
Okay.
Sucking is good.
Yeah, and I'm totally all down. I have my technique where you don't pull the hair, you grab it by the base and just grip it. Yeah,
you rip
you don't
it?
like.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's
you
right.
grip it. You don't pull.
Oh,
you don't
grip
pull the
it.
hair. You grab like a
that.
handful right near the base.
Well, yeah, no, you don't want to grab it and rip it like you're hurting it.
No.
It's a sensual. It's a
technique.
It's a sensual grip.
Yeah. No, you don't grab the hair and pull it. You grab it by the base.
Oh my God, we all need to have sex.
And you grab it tight.
We all need to have sex soon, not with each other, but not necessarily. But I mean, seriously, human touch.
I'll see you ladies Tuesday at 19th hole, and I'll give you all a demonstration.
Are your nipples brown?
They're darker. They're darker than I would wish they were. Which is why I don't.
I don't wear. Away.
Did you notice I just licked my lips? Like really, I was like.
Did you notice I was like licking my lips the entire time you were talking about pizza?
Yes, I did notice that.
Yeah, we all.
Yeah, I don't wear white t-shirts because my nipples are sort of brown. They're pretty dark.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys ever heard me do my joke where I said my body has like the farmer tan where my arms are and my legs are tan from working outside, but like I'm super white t-shirt and shorts area, but my dick is super brown. Like it goes out tanning when I'm not even paying attention. I don't know why my dick is tan.
Why is your dick tan?
You keep it
I don't know. I don't go out to the beach with like a
your dick is tan.
Maybe it belongs to somebody else.
Yeah, I got a dick transplant. Yeah.
You have a problem.
It's definitely above average. It's definitely above average for an Irish guy.
You got a farmer's tan?
I used to. I'm like going out to the pool right now. That's not me.
Let's
take that off the screen.
Who's that?
That's a totally different Brett.
It's a totally different Brett.
Yeah.
Oh, that was Brett.
That was the other Brett.
The other Brett.
You know who we're talking about, Joanna?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
What's his name now?
8:28. It's 8:28 on Sunday.
Yeah, we gotta get off.
Joanna, you're the host. Would you like to end this for us?
What can I say? It's been a pleasure. What can I say? I mean, it's been fun. It's been fun. I don't know. I had a great time. I hope you guys did too. I hope
But
the
it was-
viewers.
I thought
We had a
last
great time. It was an excellent show. I love being on with you ladies.
Oh, I love how you just take over.
Hey, no problem. You were kind of faltering on the outro.
Well, because I'm emotional, irrational female,
Okay. So
and I'm stumbling
I'll
over
be the
my
man. I'll be the
feelings.
man and take the lead. Don't
I'm
worry about it.
stumbling over my feelings. Are you trying to seduce me? Is that what you're doing?
Now, what did you say earlier? You're going to eat your feelings?
No, I said I'm stumbling over my feelings.
No, but earlier you said you're going to eat your feelings, which was
Yep.
Not
fucking.
tonight. I'm drinking my feelings tonight.
When she was called pregnant, she ate her feelings.
Yeah.
You said, yeah, and that was phenomenal, and I loved it.
I'm drinking my feelings tonight. So.
And tonight, we are all drinking our feelings. Thank you, Chat Fight audience. Thank you to everyone.
Thank you very much. Love you
Gonzo
guys.
Radio Network,
Mwah.
Joanna, Sharon, Brett. We all love you.
Good
We'll see you
night.
next week.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.
Thank you, Brad.
For Gonzo Radio, this is Super Time 6000 2015 for Gonzo Television Station. You're coming to the greater Sandusky, Ohio area. This is Pirate Bill, and this is Frank Welker saying, watch Transformers.